Ever wonder how you can get your hands on official court records without ever having to leave your couch? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're talking about exactly that, how you can access public court records for absolutely free, right from your home computer. Whether you're doing some serious legal research, digging into your family's genealogy, or honestly just satisfying a little personal curiosity, knowing how to navigate these digital archives is a really powerful tool to have. We're going to break down everything you need to know to search like an absolute pro, completely free of charge. Let's get started. Okay, let's dive right into this, because right out of the gate, we hit a major fork in the road. If you're hopping online and searching for Midland County court records, you've got to ask yourself one very important question first. Are you looking in the Lone Star State or the Great Lakes State? Yep, there are two prominent Midland counties, one in Texas, one in Michigan. And if you don't know which one you actually need, you're going to get very confused very quickly. These two counties, they feature completely different online infrastructures. Midland County, Texas uses this highly localized, kind of fragmented system. You'll literally need to use different portals depending on the specific court you're looking for. Midland County, Michigan, on the other hand, uses a unified, state-level, single portal system. It's night and day. But don't worry, we are going to walk you through both of these setups step by step so you don't get bogged down in a bunch of government red tape. Here is our roadmap for today. We just covered the Midland County mix-up. Next up, we'll quickly define public court records, then jump into step-by-step searches for both Texas and Michigan, and finally wrap the whole thing up with troubleshooting, privacy limits, and a legal disclaimer. So whether your case is in Texas or Michigan, your specific instructions are coming right up. Section 2. Understanding public court records. What's in the file? So before we start clicking around, let's lay a quick foundation. What actually is a court record? Simply put, these are the official documents generated during the life cycle of a legal proceeding. We're talking civil lawsuits, criminal charges, probate and estate matters, and family law cases. And the really beautiful thing about our justice system is the focus on transparency. Under laws like the Texas Public Information Act, records generated by government agencies are presumed public. That means you, yes you, as a member of the general public, have a legal right to request access to view and copy these records, as long as a judge hasn't explicitly sealed them. And this brilliantly illustrates the structure you're going to encounter if you're searching in Texas. Because Texas divides its records among all these different clerks, you really have to know where your case lives. Think of it like a puzzle. The county clerk handles misdemeanors and probate through a portal where you have to make an account. The district clerk, they handle major civil cases and felonies on a totally ungated portal, no login needed. Then, justices of the peace handle traffic and minor civil stuff on a totally separate GovRec site. And finally, the municipal court requires manual requests. I know, it looks a little intimidating at first glance, but we're going to break it down. Section 3. Searching Midland, Texas online. Navigating the localized portals. Let's get practical and run a search. All right, so if you are looking for a Class A or B misdemeanor, maybe a probate, guardianship, or a minor civil case, you are heading over to the Midland County Clerk's Tyler Technologies Odyssey portal. Here's exactly how you do it. Step 1, open your browser and navigate to portal.mcounty.com. Step 2, click that registration link. You do have to create an account, but it is completely free. Just use a valid email address. Step 3, log in, select court case information, and pop in your search criteria, like a first and last name. Step 4, just hit search, and boom, you can review the entire case history and docket events right there. Now, here is a super crucial detail about how this works. I told you this explainer is about searching for free, and that is totally true. Viewing the case histories, the dockets, the party details on the portal, that is 100% free. However, if you want to actually download and save the physical documents to your computer, you're going to get hit with standard convenience fees. It's 10 cents per digital page or $1 for a physical paper page. So if you want to keep it free, just view everything right there on your screen. But what if you need to look up a felony, a divorce, custody, or a major civil lawsuit? Well, you need the Texas District Clerk's system. And honestly, this one is way easier because it's entirely ungated. No login required whatsoever. You just head to the District Clerk Defendant Access portal. And hey, don't let the name Defendant Access fool you. It is definitely for civil cases too. You just choose how you want to search, by name, case number, social security number, or driver's license. Click search, and any active cases will populate right on your screen. Easy peasy. Real quick, before we leave Texas behind, let's cover the remaining jurisdictions. For your everyday traffic tickets and minor civil suits, you'll want to use the ungated GovRec portal for the justices of the peace. Now, if you need a city ordinance violation from the municipal court, keep in mind those are not sitting in an online database. You actually have to submit a web form or mail a request, and legally, they have up to 10 business days to process it. Lastly, if you're looking for deeds or property liens, the county uses the Fiddler Tapestry system. All right, let's see how this builds as we shift gears to our friends up north. Section 4, Searching Midland, Michigan Online, the Unified McCourt System. In Midland, Michigan, the judicial system is nicely centralized at the courthouse on 301 West Main Street, and it's divided into 3 main courts. The 42nd Circuit Court handles the heavy hitters, felonies, major civil cases over $25,000, and family law. Then you've got the 75th District Court for misdemeanors, small claims, and civil suits under $25,000. Finally, the probate court handles wills, trusts, and estates. Knowing which court has your case is really going to help you filter your online search. Now, I gotta say, searching in Michigan is an absolute breeze compared to Texas, all because the State Court Administrative Office uses one beautifully unified system. Step 1, just go to mycourt.courts.michigan.gov/case-search. Step 2, in their directory, select Midland County and choose either the circuit, district, or probate court. Step 3, simply accept the terms of service. Again, absolutely no account registration is needed here. Step 4, just type in the name or case number, and you can view the Register of Actions. This gives you the full filing history and case disposition totally for free. But, there's always a catch, right? In Michigan, that catch is the number 7. The Michigan portal applies a strict 7-year criminal sentence filter to its search results. So what does that mean for you? It means criminal files older than 7 years are completely hidden from the online public view. Also, any cases adjudicated before July 2014 simply won't show up on the portal. For anything older than that, you're going to have to go old school and send a manual mail request directly to the courthouse on Main Street. Section 5, Troubleshooting and Privacy Limits, Hitting Roadblocks and Respecting Boundaries. Okay, so what happens when you hit a dead end? Government portals are great, but they aren't perfect. Here are some absolute pro tips for you. Listen to this one carefully. If you ever see a felony charge listed in the Michigan portal, you should always cross-reference it against Michigan Compiled Law 750.92. Why? Because sometimes a felony attempt is legally classified as a misdemeanor, but the online system can display it in a really confusing way. Next tip, if you're searching Texas property records and getting nowhere, make sure your bookmarks are updated to their new Fiddler technology links. And finally, if you're trying to track down a federal case, stop looking on county portals. You absolutely must use the federal PACER system for those. So the crucial point here is that while transparency is amazing, it definitely has legal limits to protect individuals. You are never going to find sealed records or expungements on these free portals. It just won't happen. Sensitive data, we're talking names of minors, banking details, child abuse cases, that stuff is heavily redacted or entirely restricted. And specifically in Michigan, special deferred statuses like the Holmes Youthful Trainee Act, or HYTA, and certain drug charges under Statute 333.7411, those remain strictly non-public. You won't be able to access them online. We also really need to talk about how we handle this info. When you pull up someone's court history, you are very often looking at some of the most difficult, stressful moments of their entire lives. Handling this kind of public information ethically really just boils down to common sense and basic respect. Always make sure you're following the legal guidelines on data usage, and it goes without saying, never, ever use public records to harass, stalk, or legally discriminate against anybody. Just keep it responsible, okay? Section 6, Conclusion and Legal Disclaimer. Wrapping up your research. We have covered a massive amount of ground today, navigating between Texas and Michigan. Just a quick, very important reminder before we wrap this up. The information provided in this explainer is strictly for educational and informational purposes only. It should absolutely not be considered legal advice. We are simply showing you the mechanics of how to operate public databases. If you have specific legal concerns or you need help interpreting what a case file actually means, please consult with a licensed, qualified legal professional in your respective state. And there you have it. You now have the exact roadmaps, the specific website portals, and the insider troubleshooting tricks to navigate the public records of Midland County, whether you're searching in Texas or Michigan. You are totally equipped to do this effectively, efficiently, and most importantly, for free. So now that you hold the digital keys to the courthouse, what will you uncover in the public record? Happy researching, and thanks for exploring with us.